Coming up, an update on those involved in a car accident on campus yesterday.
And a new option for execution for inmates on death row in the state of Idaho. Here on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Nick Beck.
And I'm Alexander Huddleston. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Today is day one of the graduation fair for seniors at WSU. There's some important information to find out, so let's go live to Celine to give us more information.
Thank you guys so much. Calling all seniors, if you have not picked up regalia yet, this is where you need to be tomorrow in the ground floor of the bookie from 9 to 5. This is where you get ready for graduation and pick up your hat and your tassel because it's almost time to do this, if I can get it right. The tassel is worth a hassle, like they say, and along with the tassel and the hat, which is yours to purchase and keep after graduation, you get a rental of a gown and a yoke. This is what you return after graduation is over, and additionally, if I can move this out of my face, that would be great. Additionally, you also get a stole. This is yours to keep after graduation as well. And while you're here, come get your photos taken if you'd like. Pretty professional photos for mom, grandma, whoever you'd like to give them to. Reporting here in Pullman, live at the bookie, sending it back to you guys at the desk.
All right, thank you, Celine. Moscow officials are investigating a fire that seriously damaged a sober group living home early Sunday morning. Opening back in July, the Oxford House serves to house men in recovery from drug and alcohol addictions. None of the tenants were hurt. However, due to the fire, they were displaced. Since the fire, American Red Cross has helped the residents with temporary housing while they wait for the living home to be rebuilt.
2 people were released from Pullman Regional Hospital today following a car crash that occurred yesterday on the WSU campus. Pullman Police Assistant Chief Don Daniels said the driver struck a pedestrian before the vehicle flipped onto its roof. Both the driver and the pedestrian are no longer being treated in the hospital, but the driver is being criminally investigated for the accident. We'll keep you updated as more details come out within the investigation.
Guess what? Another blood drive at WSU. We sent out our Murrow News 8 reporter Jerica D'Aquisto to give us more information.
Every 2 seconds, someone needs blood in the United States. 1 out of every 7 people who enter the hospital is going to need blood or blood product.
Today of Talent is at WSU and sponsored by WSU's IFC for the 3rd annual Greek Week in the Chinook. Although it is called Greek Week, anyone can donate. They have had staff, students, Greek and non-Greek affiliated. Every student gets impact hours through the civic community engagement. They have had 67 people in 24 hours sign up, and Fairbeck says,
Today has been a very busy drive, which we're very happy to have that happen today.
Blood only lasts on the shelves for 6 weeks, but you can only donate every 8 weeks. Fairbanks wants to remind everyone that blood needs consistent replenishment, and that's why they'll be coming more next semester because they know how well WSU likes to help out and how consistent we are.
Because right now we're on a severe need, which means we have less than 2 days supply of blood on the shelves. So even if you donated today, I'm already 2 weeks behind for the next time you can donate.
Everything that's collected today will go to local hospitals. Pullman Regional, Gritman, Tri-State Memorial, and St. Joe's will be supplied because of WSU students. Vitalant is at WSU 2 to 3 times per month and looks to be at WSU 4 times starting next semester.
This is the type of stuff, Cougs helping Cougs.
WSU's Zoology Club, along with the School of Biological Sciences, will be hosting a free lecture about integrating health into global conservation. Dr. Sarah Olson from the Wildlife Conservation Society will be speaking at the event. If you'd like to attend, it will be tonight at 6:30 in the Cub.
Whitman County residents will have the opportunity to improve their computing skills starting today. There will be computing workshops at local libraries within the county until the month of July. The Colfax Library will hold their workshop from March 28th from 2 to 4 p.m. Some skills one can learn include home networking setups, internet security questions, basic computer and mobile support, and others. For those interested, the library is asking people to RSVP through the email that is currently being shown on your screen.
In other news, Idaho will be adding the firing squad as a secondary method of execution. The state has been unable to obtain the chemicals needed to carry out death penalties by lethal injection. Idaho has had to delay an execution twice for a man who has been on death row since 1986. Sponsor of the bill, Senator Doug Ricks, said the bill is a matter of justice. Opposing senators are concerned for the psychological effects a firing squad could have on witnesses and those involved. Yesterday, the bill was passed by the state Senate by over 2/3. The majority vote ensures that the governor cannot veto the bill. When we return, Ariel will give us a rundown of the weather and what we can expect for the next few days.
And how you can contribute to a good cause just by getting a few drinks. Next on Murrow News 8. All right, well, we just had breaking news. AgTech OS Inc. has announced today that they will seek an alternate location for the biodiesel plant that was proposed by the Port of Whitman in Pullman. A number of citizens had protested against this plant, creating a petition that had more than 7,000 signatures. In a statement released by AgTech OS, the company said that the current location has created overwhelming negative sentiment due to its proximity to the residential areas of Pullman. We will have more for you on that on the next show tomorrow.
The International Criminal Court issued a warrant for Vladimir Putin's arrest on Friday. According to CNN, the ICC issued both Putin and Russian official Maria Vova-Belova for an alleged scheme that involves deporting Ukrainian children to Russia. The Kremlin, according to CNN, viewed ICC's decision as outrageous and unacceptable, while Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky was thankful for ICC's decision. CNN mentions that according to Vova-Belova's office, kids from Ukraine were sent to live in institutions or with foster families in a total of 19 Russian regions. WSU and Pullman Regional Hospital have announced the first 3 residents participating in a new 3-year program. The program was accredited in 2021. Pullman Regional Hospital will continue to host 3 residents per year. Bolu Alui, Jeff Ward, and Mohammed Yunez were chosen from over 570 applicants from 238 medical schools from around the world.
All right, well, Ariel, I know for a fact that when I went home for break, it was still cold and dark outside. Coming back to P-Town, it's been a little more like, the weather I'm used to down in California. Can we expect a sunny trend coming in the next few days?
Unfortunately, Alex, we won't have this California weather for long, but I'll get into that in just a little bit. Looking at today's forecast, if you have not gone outside today, you should, because we had a high of 54 degrees today. So it was pretty, it was warm, and it was so sunny outside. And if you're like me and you have thick skin, all you really need is a light jacket and some jeans and you're good to go. However, if you plan on going out tonight, I do recommend bringing a thicker jacket, as when the sun sets at 7 p.m. tonight, it will drop into the lower 30s. And going on to tomorrow's forecast. It's pretty much going to be around the same as today's forecast. It's just going to be slightly warmer, wind's going to be kind of stronger, but we're still going to have that great sunny weather. So get that vitamin D while you can, but it's not going to last for long. Moving on to the state map. Well, like us, Spokane will have sunny weather, but however, for everyone who is west of us, they're not as lucky. Looking at Olympia and Seattle, they're going to have some cloudy weather, and same for Tri-Cities. However, if you're in Yakima, you're the odd man out, and you will be getting a little drizzle. Moving on to the 5-day forecast. Like I said earlier, this warm weather, the sunny, beautiful weather is not going to last long. Starting Thursday, there's a small chance of snow and rain, and as it goes on, the chance of snow and rain will decrease, so don't put away your warm weather yet. Back to the desk.
Well, I guess we just can't get rid of that snow, Ariel. Next, the WSU baseball team travels to take on the Bulldogs of Gonzaga tonight.
And WSU football head coach Jake Dickert comments on the Cougs' first practice of the season. We'll be right back here on Murrow News 8.
The Cougar baseball team is playing Gonzaga for the first time this year after losing a series to the Ducks at home. The last matchup against Gonzaga was in April of last season when the Bulldogs were ranked number 11 in the country. The Zags had an early lead in the top of the second inning, up 2-0, but the Cougs took the lead back in the fifth inning from an Elijah Hainline double, scoring Jacob McKeon and Bryce Matthews. The Cougs kept the lead and would win it in the top of the ninth on a flyout to left field. The Cougs are 14-5 on the year and look to crush the 6-12 Bulldogs tonight at 6 p.m. WSU kicked off their spring football training earlier today, and this coming season is definitely not short on storylines to follow. Most notably is the new personnel. 27-year-old Ben Arbuckle led Western Kentucky to an incredibly efficient passing offense last season, and he takes the helm as their new offensive coordinator. Our top 4 receivers from last season are also gone, so who Ward's top targets will be remains unclear. Dickert had this to say after practice today.
This spring camp is about little details because there are a lot of new guys. This is not a veteran team, and that's okay. But I think as coaches, we know if we let little details slip, we're not going to get the results we need for 12 Saturdays in the fall. So that's the focus number 1, standards over everything, and I thought we had a good start with that today.
Team USA is taking on Japan in the World Baseball Classic Championship right now, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The game right now is in the top of the second inning and no score. USA won the tournament in 2017 and is looking to defend its title. Japan, on the other hand, won the first 2 WBC tournaments in 2006 and 2009. Coming into the game, they're the only nation with multiple WBC championships.
Alex, what national holiday is it today?
Well, we'll get to that, but we have to go on break first. So we'll be right back to talk about that when we get back here on Murrow News 8. How much time does that last?
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3.
Well, we tease the national holidays. We have to at least say the national holidays. Today's National Flower Day. Go buy your girlfriend some flowers, or don't.
You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, it's National Flower Day.
Thanks for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MN8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night.